Hey, this is Brian with redband.com, and this is a comparison video between two small cameras, camcorders. They're both flash-based. This is the Sony MHS-CM5 on the left and the Kodak Zi8 on the right. Both are filming in 1080p, and the big differences I noticed when using the two is it seemed like the Kodak, well, one being the image stabilization on the Kodak is more of a jello effect when moving around. I don't know if you could see that right now. This footage has been slowed down by 50% to make it a little bit easier to see. But on the right, if you look at the Kodak, it almost has like a wobbly effect. That is most noticeable in the 1080p footage of the Kodak. And on the left, the Sony also has a slight shake to it. I wouldn't call it more of a wobbly. These are both, I'm walking around holding both cameras side to side. It just seemed like the Sony's image stabilization seemed to be a little bit better. I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe the Sony's image stabilization is a hardware-based. You know, it's built into the lens, and the Kodak is software-based. So that would make sense if that was true. I'm not 100% sure. Now, with this footage, you could also tell that the Kodak, during changes of light, was a little bit slower to catch up. That's why and there's some scenes in this video, it's almost like faded out, because it's trying to catch up, so you get a little bit lighter picture, a washed out picture. And overall, I thought the Sony, you could tell kind of right here, had richer colors. You could see the reds are redder, the greens are greener. Is that more realistic? It's hard to say, but it's definitely better looking, in my opinion. And this is really all opinion based. You might look at the Kodak and think that's way better, but I'm leaning towards the Sony with this. Now here I'm about to start getting into some fast motion. I noticed in previous videos that I think the Kodak Sky looks better there, more blue. Anyways, in previous videos I noticed with fast motion that the Kodak just fell apart. The Kodak also always has a weird shake to the bottom of the screen. I don't know if you can tell this in this video, but on the very bottom of the screen, there's almost like it's like freaking out. Can you see that? Where it's kind of like shaking right there on the bike. It's like the image stabilization is just not catching up, or the hardware's not fast enough for the software. So anyways, here I'm going to go into fast motion to show the bend. Both of them do have a bend in fast motion. Bend meaning you could see like the fence is almost looking like it's tilting to the left and to the right when I move it back and forth. They both pretty much do the same. But I just found overall the Kodak to be shakier and wobblier, and just not that, I don't know. Here's zooms on both of them. You could tell when I zoom in on the Kodak, it's almost out of control trying to hold that thing straight. Zoomed in all the way. And on the left, it's a little bit better with the Sony. It just doesn't seem as out of control. Now this is movement while completely zoomed in. Again, the washed out picture on the right, in my opinion, of the Kodak. Almost a grainy washed out. Real noticeable there. See how that's actually the whiteness, I believe. It's not catching up on the Kodak. It's slow to catch up, so it's washing the picture. Well, we're coming to the end of this video. Overall, my early tests are that the Sony has a great quality picture with great colors. And the 1080p, in my opinion, is better on the Sony. And I'll have the full review or check my videos. I might have it out already, but depending when you watch this video. But I'll have the full review soon. This is Brian with redband.com.